Hi everyone, my name is Jason Moore, and this fall I'm going to be teaching UHON 301 Forensic Ecology. And I have a question for you all. Each side of me here, there are images of two incredible dinosaur fossils. And as you can see, the necks on each of them are curled back around on themselves. Now, does that look to you like an animal that's died and fallen into a river and had the water flowing through the river gradually push its head back and bury it under the sand? Or does that look to you like an animal that has died and suffocated and in the throes of its agony has curled its head back around and suddenly been buried under a mound of sediment? Well, that's the question that we're going to be trying to answer in forensic ecology. This is going to be a class that's unlike many of the other classes that you may have had the chance to take in campus. It's going to be a genuine research class where we work from day one to try and answer a scientific question that nobody has really addressed before. We're going to collaborate with a colleague of mine, Dr. Ewan Wolfe, who is a veterinarian and paleopathologist. So he studies disease in ancient organisms. And we're going to work to try and understand what information the pose that an animal is preserved in when it dies, like these neck curled postures that you can see here, tells us about the cause of death of that animal. Are these postures just a function of the processes of deposition and preservation of the animal, or do they tell us something about the mechanism of death, maybe a disease that the organism had, maybe the conditions that it died in? Was it suffocated? Did it drown? And so we're going to look at a wide range of these incredible fossils, like these here, some of which we'll look at in the literature, hopefully some of which we'll look at in person from the collections of the New Mexico Museum of Natural History. And we'll try and develop some hypotheses to explain why the poses that we see organisms in, and see if we see any correlations with other fossil organisms or modern organisms and their patterns of mortality. So if you're really interested in these kinds of questions, sign up. Don't worry if you haven't done very much science before. I know this can sound intimidating, but this class is intended for 300 level students who haven't really had any background in paleontology, may not have had any background in science, but I will show you that anyone can ask scientific questions and anyone can answer those questions with a little bit of careful critical thinking and a little bit of delving into the wonderful wealth of information that we have at our fingertips here at UHON. So I hope to see you all in forensic ecology in the fall.